Welcome to an upper body stretching session. We are going to focus a lot on reducing tension through the chest, through the upper back, all those spots that we all tend to hold a lot of stress. When we have a lot of tension in one part of our body, it tends to creep up in others. And when we're really stiff through the chest and upper back, like a lot of us moms are from taking care of our babies and our little ones, sitting at a desk at work, we end up feeling like we're stuck in this rounded posture where we send a lot of pressure down on our pelvic floors and forward on our healing abs. So we're going to work on getting into a better posture, holding our bodies up nice and tight. So starting off, I want you to sit cross-legged and think about how difficult or easy it is to come into this nice and tall stacked position where I have my head stacked right over my shoulders stacked right over my hips, my rib cage is right over my pelvis. Is this a lot of work for you to be here? Pay attention to what feels stiff, what feels tight. Are you clenching your jaw? Is your neck feeling really stiff? Are your shoulders pulled forward and you feel a big stretch in your chest? Where are you working? Okay, take some inventory. Then grab yourself a foam roller. If you don't have a nice long foam roller like this, you can get a long towel and roll it. It won't feel as intense, but this is one of my favorite tools for stretching our upper body. I'm going to bring it down. Hardest part is getting on and off this thing. So you can come from the side a little bit, get your tailbone on, lay back, helping with your hands so that your head and your bottom are supported. Start off first by just bringing those arms out to the side. Can you settle your hands onto the ground, or do you feel like you're up here floating? Play around with the angle to see where you feel a moderate stretch right through the chest on both sides. Stay here for a minute. Take a few deep breaths. Expanding the belly, the back, the ribs, the chest. Pay attention to any changes you feel. Are you able to relax your spine a little bit? Are you able to melt and sink into that roll further? We're going to add some dynamic movements now. So bring those arms up, give yourself a hug, and then open nice and big. Switching what arm is on top. Hug and open. Exhale, hug. Inhale, expand. Just keep going back and forth. We're going to change this movement in just a second here, creating that dynamic warm-up. Reach those arms up overhead and then scrape those elbows down. Little angel wings in the snow. Inhale down, inhale up, exhale down. Trying to move through the shoulders without sending the ribs into a really extended position. I don't want to be here. I want to be able to keep my back on the roll. Just moving through my shoulders. Good. Go ahead and bring those arms down again. Make nice little circles out to the sides. Rolling backwards. And then melt down to the floor, arms down to the side. Take a breath. As you settle back into this stretch, what do you notice? Do you feel as much tension in the chest? Is it a little less? A little more? Kind of tune in. We're going to be here for a second, so just focus on tuning into your breathing. You can take big inhales, filling that air from pelvis to ribs. And then you can lip trill a little on the way out. Think like a horse or hum. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Whatever helps you just get that tension to come down through your body. Focusing on a moderate intensity stretch, just slowly melting a little further into it. Play with that angle in your arms if you need to. Move them a little lower, a little higher. Find that comfortable stretch. We're not going for overly aggressive here. If it feels more than moderate, you need to change your arm position. Lower it down a little bit. Last breath. Come down from there. Turn your roll sideways. We're gonna roll where our ribs are. So start around where your bra strap is, nice and low. Lift your booty up and support, cradle your head, just don't tug on it. Roll nice and slow, pulling your butt towards your heels and then pressing away again. Rolling through any of those tight and tender, knotty spots in the back. Feels so nice. You can see I'm moving pretty slow here. If we go really, really fast, we can end up irritating some of these soft tissues. So we're just moving slow. You might find some lumps and bumps. You might feel some cracks and pops, as long as it's comfortable. And I don't pay too much attention to the sounds. Go ahead and lower your hips down. Press yourself off of your roll. We're gonna move this out of the way. And we're gonna come into 4-point, hands and knees. I want you to bring yourself into this position and pay attention to what you're feeling at your midline. If you are newly postpartum, if you're dealing with diastasis, I don't want you to feel stretching or pulling on your midline. So we're gonna inhale, reaching up towards the ceiling. I keep my hips square towards the floor, twisting between my shoulder blades. And then I exhale, I'm gonna thread the needle under. Inhale and reach open. We're gonna go 5 breaths. Inhale up. Exhale under. One more. And then we're gonna do the same on the other side. So you can see I'm getting this movement from between my shoulder blades, my upper back, trying to keep my lower back out of it by keeping my hips squared. I only have so much mobility. It's okay if my hand doesn't point all the way up straight to the ceiling. Kind of goes for the corner of the wall there. I think I got one more on this side. Okay, and bringing that hand under one more time. I'm gonna push myself back into child's pose, melting into this stretch here. Taking deep breaths in through my belly, pelvic floor, lower back, and expanding, trying to keep myself sitting on my heels. Feeling stretch from hips to shoulders. If this feels like a lot of work for you, you can add a ball to support your forehead. If you're not very flexible, sneak that ball down under your hips. If you can't reach your hips to your heels or your pelvic floor feels really vulnerable, pat it up there a little bit. If you are feeling like your scar is bothering you, being low, or you have a lot of diastasis, hug a pillow, wrap a towel, put the ball in your belly. Support yourself so you can really relax and enjoy the stretch. Whatever variation you're using, I want you to drift both arms to one side. Create a little bit of side bending. Breathe into that side that's open. Go ahead and move over to the other side. Settle into that stretch. Feel your ribs expand on that open side. Breathe into tension in the lower back, upper back, ribs, wherever you feel it. Tell it to go away. Last big breath in. Let it go. Go ahead and press yourself up. We are going to get into my favorite stretch. We're going to do some sideline breathing with open book stretch. So you may want to use your foam roller or a ball as a prop, up to you. You want something in between the legs, inside lying here. The more that you bend your knees up towards your chest, the more that you're going to feel the stretch into your back. So you can start either at 90 degrees or a little more. Put your hand on your ribs. Lift the small of your waist away from the ground. You can add a towel roll under your ribs for support if you need it. Breathe into the top rib cage. Keep your knees stacked. As you exhale, rotate the top shoulder back. Hold those ribs lifted. Keep those knees stacked. Take a new inhale. Feel those ribs rise. Exhale. Let those ribs close as you rotate open. Still my knees are stacked. Still my waist is lifted. I feel no stretch or tension at my midline. I'm going to take another breath. Rotating back. Going through 2 more if I have it. If you feel like you're running out of range, you can't go further without losing that stack in your knees, twisting through your lower back, extending, then you can stop. This is as far as I'm going to be able to go. I've done about 5 breaths. I'm going to reach my hand up, and I'm just going to enjoy the stretch now. I feel this nice stretch between my shoulder blades, in my chest a little bit with adding the arm reach. But this is a really lovely pull through that side body, through my shoulder blades, in between my shoulder blades. Working on being able to sit upright a little bit more. All right, I'm going to come back down and together, and I'm going to set up the same on the opposite side. I'll stay facing you guys. Squeeze that ball between your knees. Lift the small of your waist away from the ground a little bit. Hand on your ribs. Big inhale. Feel those ribs rise. Exhale. Turn away. Inhale. Breathe in again. Exhale. Rotate back. Big inhale again. Rotate back. Inhale. Exhale, rotate back. One more. Add that arm reach. Hold that position. Take your breaths in. Now this side I feel a little more tension. This is my left arm up in the air here, and so I think it's pretty normal to feel maybe a little less flexible in the side that is not your dominant hand. But I might hold the stretch a little longer on the side that's feeling like it's a little more tense. Checking in that my knees are still stacked, my waist is still lifted, there's no stress at my midline. As I breathe, I'm breathing into this side of the body that's open. I can even think about breathing into my top sit bone. Feeling some nice expansion all the way through the side of the body from my pelvic floor up through my chest. And then I'm going to come back in, de-rotate, press myself back up. Come back into that sitting position like we started in the beginning and check in. Is it easy to sit up nice and tall? Do you still feel any tight or stiff spots? If so, take a second. Find what stretches you liked that we just worked on. Spend a little more time there. Maybe your chest is still feeling tight. You need a little more pec stretching in your life. Stretching is a practice that builds over time. So it takes consistency to see a permanent change in muscle length. Keep at it for several weeks and notice that it's a lot easier to come into those positions that you really want to be in.